It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night primetime.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that. Talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates in the ball.
That's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So first and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And the flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's second and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they run with Edwards off the option. Fighting through. He's got space. The 20. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Play action. It's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll go down, but is inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Jamar Chase halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Play action. It's Jackson. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of 31 with only 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down by Devin Harper. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive,
especially with a touchdown.
Yes, you're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that on the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
And Andrews lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you play defense.
I took a shot.
Good pick up there, 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Jackson throwing complete there, Flowers.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
25 yards that time. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to prep the play and not the throw.
Well, the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Edwards.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside...
There he goes, right side. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from the guys taking really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
First down, here's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Quick slant cut by Chase. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Burrow on 1st down. Short throw to Smith. Fighting him off. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Again, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here we go. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19 from midfield now. Burrow. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So
his Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. This 2nd and 4. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that one caught downfield by Boyd.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will tie things at 17-all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
So thanks to the late field.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. To the air again, Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. Fights him off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, Jackson's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. Edwards pushes way through. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Mixon on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Short throw to Smith. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. Down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That's taken in by Higgins. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That's good. A completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jackson will throw again. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. All 3 timeouts plus the... Here's 1st and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he will have a Bengals 1st down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
I'm wondering.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Here we go.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.